Recently, there's been a lot of news with Rockstar Games. There's been Bully 2 leaks, which is something we haven't talked about on the channel, but made some waves earlier on in the week, and maybe you heard about it if you guys are avid Rockstar enthusiasts. And we also had the massive DLC update to GTA Online, which released on Wednesday. But guess where Red Dead Online stands? It stands way over there in the corner, and players have been left in the dark about where the future of this game lies. Many think it's done for, and today on the show, we will be discussing the truth about Red Dead Online and where it's headed next with the new DLC update. So if you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on this video, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Online, GTA Online, and Rockstar Games, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So starting off, I want to talk about a few different things here on the channel. First, we're going to take a look at Rockstar enthusiast and insider TezFun2 and basically what he's had to say about some recent new changes to Red Dead Online, which can tell us a few things about the direction this game is headed in. So let's start first with this quote. From a statistics-based perspective, Call to Arms modes gained a ton of activity within a short time and became a fan favorite too. And that's why the focus is shifting to new Call to Arms maps more than Telegram missions. And in case you're curious about the stats, it was observed by Allocator, who we've also mentioned on the channel, and he can't say much other than that. But GTA 5 expanded and enhanced releasing March 2022 isn't a good sign for Red Dead Online either. If Rockstar didn't delay, expanded, and enhanced this fall, then it would have launched alongside the GTA trilogy, or basically maybe the GTA trilogy replaced it. But Rockstar would have likely considered that before the release of the Blood Money update and decided to deprioritize Red Dead Online. Now I can't see Rockstar revisiting this game before the GTA 5 expanded and enhanced launch. And that is frightening news if you're expecting some new content before March or before the summer. My perspective right now is that, of course, we're not going to be getting anything this December. I think everyone's accepted that fact. But I also am not necessarily too confident we're going to be receiving anything after that January 5th date when this month-long event and the bonuses and the discounts and all that Christmas content for Red Dead Online expires. Of course, we have the Call to Arms maps coming up on December 21st, but I don't necessarily think January is a date we're going to get something either. I actually have a different take on it, but I'd like to switch gears over to basically what Videotech says, and if you guys have any concerns about Red Dead Online being abandoned, I, again, personally don't think that's going to happen as well. I think that would be a little bit too extreme. Take-Two has always talked about in their investor conferences, they've talked very highly, of course, about GTA Online, but also about Red Dead Online as well. And when it comes to the player counts that they mention, of course, those people return for the update itself, but people are still spending their money on the first day of a content update release, or, you know, the day before something releases, or in the middle when we're all like, oh, the game's dead and there's nothing to look forward to, which is the case for a lot of people. But the game is still doing very well in their eyes. You know, we don't know exactly how well because their expectations could be pretty low for it comparatively to GTA. But Videotech said the following. He said, "There's no chance Rockstar will abandon Red Dead Online, like a lot of people have said all over Twitter and the rest of social media. Take-Two simply won't allow this to happen, since it's been stated multiple times recurrent consumer spending and microtransactions have been doing good enough." And in terms of the next update, though, I'm going to make a bold prediction that we could possibly see something next month. I think it's fairly likely that the GTA trilogy may have pushed back the next update slightly forward into January, but again, it's just a guess on my part. What I think Rockstar needs to do is properly communicate with the player base with a proper roadmap to assure the fans that the game has a long lifespan, and that is the key to keep fans optimistic for the future, which obviously isn't the case at the minute. And if they continue to fail to deliver on any form of update by February or before the next investor call, then more fans and loyal ones will simply stop supporting it overall, and investors will raise concerns. And I think that's something that would be good for the game as well. If other people who aren't necessarily involved with playing the game, if Goldman Sachs were to come out and say, why is Red Dead Online underperforming as one of the Take-Two products compared to GTA, like what's going on with that, maybe Take-Two would want to get their butt back in gear to actually add some stuff for the game and kind of nudge Rockstar in the right direction to continue focusing on one game rather than putting all their eggs in one basket. Because without GTA Online, Rockstar will have basically nothing going on at their company right now, which Take-Two absolutely doesn't want. But as for that January release, just like Videotech says, I'm not super confident in that, but by February, I think we could have something. And that's also something that I kind of wanted to touch on in this video as well, which could be great news for kind of everyone if you're just avidly playing both Red Dead Online and GTA Online. we're getting the GTA update obviously this December, but what if by February or even early March before expanded and enhanced release we get something for Red Dead Online? Then we have this staggered update release for Rockstar Games products. In the winter and summer, or basically December and call it July probably, we're getting GTA Online updates, and that's also when we used to get Red Dead Online updates, but now we're getting Red Dead Online updates also in like February and March time, and then also, you know, August, September, or October time for the game as well. And we just basically are having new content updates and expansions split between both games every financial quarter, sort of like what Rockstar used to do with the GTA Online as a whole when Red Dead didn't exist. And I would love to see them kind of return to that if we're not going to get 4 updates a year for both games. You know, 4 smaller updates, not major expansions like we've been getting. But some of these expansions also haven't been that major comparatively to some of the previous DLCs that GTA Online had in 2016, 2017, and 2018. But not to get too distracted, back to what TezFun2 said. He said, if we're to expect a significant size update, its development should have started months prior, at least 3 to 5 months prior, and lack of QA beta updates also isn't a good sign. It's almost like there's no new update in development. Maybe there is one, but it's in the very early stages due to shifted priorities, and I can't expect the devs coming back in January and coming up with a massive scale update within 1 month of development. Also, the first sign of the Blood Money update being in development was observed on February 4th of 2021 when Rockstar planned to update the DLC depot for the QA Beta 3 branch. The development though likely started earlier internally, but that's probably when testing started on Steam. Regardless, if we were to expect the same, then that's only a month away from GTA 5 expanded and enhanced releasing, which would be highly prioritized. Then he goes on to say, well, in case anyone still had hopes for an update announcement happening soon, and this is more like some current information, he said that Rockstar unfortunately pushed a new background update today. Why is this discouraging? Rockstar wouldn't push new background updates when a new title update is due for release in a week or 2. So if anyone was holding out that anything was coming before January 5th, well, that basically seals the deal right there. Nothing is going to be happening. And he also says that today's background update basically sets up the preparations for the new holiday-themed Call to Arms playlist. That's more confirmation we won't receive a new title update this month. Otherwise, no need to do that if we were to receive a new title update that would introduce these modes properly. Props to Allocator for checking out the background update. And so, like I said, that's more some current Rockstar news. We know that we're getting those Christmas Call to Arms maps featured in Coulter, Rhodes, Emerald Ranch, and I think there's one more location that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm really excited for these Christmas Call to Arms maps, the Christmas decorations on those maps, the Christmas train and locomotive coming through, bringing in more enemies, more, you know, those bucket head bullet sponge enemies, the one-hit machete melee enemies, the overpowered snipers, etc. I think it's going to be really fun, and we have that to look forward to, but comparatively to GTA Online, of course, it's always lacking, and I think that point's been made over the past couple weeks here as well, and especially this week with the new GTA Online update. But if you think about it, the fact that they are doing these background updates as well, maybe they fix some extra stuff on the back end with servers and things like that, and so if they really did abandon this game, and they're like, yeah, we're completely dropping this from our product roster, then they wouldn't even have bothered with this huge holiday event if they're just dropping the game as is. So I think that's good news for us as well. But I think with all that said, we're out of time for the day, so we're going to wrap things up right there. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing. I would love to know what you think about this video down in the comments section below, your thoughts on Red Dead Online and more. Overall, we consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. That being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.